The very first episode of Marvel's What If Season 2 is here, pondering the question, what if Nebula joined the Nova Corps? And we are here to break it down for you. Let's start with a quick recap of the episode. In this episode, Nebula's decision to align with the Nova Corps is swiftly established. Having been cast aside by Ronan and Gamora, who conspired against Thanos, Nebula finds refuge with Nova Prime, portrayed by Glenn Close in the MCU's Guardians of the Galaxy. A surrogate mother-daughter relationship develops between Nebula and Nova Prime, with Nebula's unwavering loyalty to the Nova Corps rooted in the trust bestowed upon her by Nova Prime. The episode's outset reveals that Nova Prime implemented a protective shield around Xandar, safeguarding it from Ronan's impending invasion. This shield, however, cannot be deactivated for 50 years, resulting in Xandar descending into lawlessness. Nebula's journey commences with the discovery of Yondu's lifeless body, who possesses plans to a Xandarian mainframe that can disable the shields. By the episode's conclusion, Nebula finds out that it was actually Nova Prime who wished to obtain these plans, as her decision to close off the planet led to its downfall. With the assistance of Korg, Groot, Meek, and Howard the Duck, Nebula retrieves the plans. Nova Prime meets her demise, falling to her death, as Nebula successfully alters the shield code to obliterate Ronan's ship. The episode concludes with the shield generator opening, granting Xandar a renewed opportunity for survival in the cosmos, now that the menace of Ronan has been eradicated. Nebula, having purged the Nova Corps of corruption, persists in her fight for justice as Xandar is restored to its former glory. Who was responsible for Yondu's death? The conclusive moments of the episode leave a lingering question unanswered. Who killed Yondu? Although the episode doesn't explicitly provide a response, a reasonable deduction can be made regarding the fate of the former Guardians of the Galaxy member. The entire scheme to retrieve the shield codes was orchestrated by Nova Prime, a necessity for which she relied on Nebula. It can be inferred that Nova Prime orchestrated Yondu's encounter with the codes, resulting in his demise. Subsequently, she tasked Nebula with the mission of acquiring the shield codes. Whether or not Nova Prime directly executed Yondu, it is plausible that the perpetrator acted in accordance with her directives. Nova Prime's betrayal and the MCU's ethical complexity. A hallmark of the MCU in recent years has been its portrayal of villains making morally challenging choices for what they perceive as the greater good. From Thanos' drastic decision to eliminate half of all life to counteract planetary environmental destruction, to he who remains establishing the TVA to prevent Kang the Conqueror variants, the MCU consistently explores the ethical dilemmas faced by its antagonists. This episode further contributes to this trend through the character of Nova Prime. In this episode, Nova Prime's betrayal and surrender to Ronan are motivated by her earnest desire to witness the revival of Xandar. Her prior choice to shield the planet resulted in societal decay, compelling Prime to yield to Ronan as a means of restoring her planet's unity. While this objective may seem noble, Nova Prime's characterization as a villain arises from her readiness to deviate from the morally righteous path, mirroring the actions of Thanos and other compelling MCU antagonists. If you are enjoying the video so far, please consider subscribing our channel. Moving on to the meaning behind the Nova Corps' oath. Intriguingly, this episode delves deeper into the Nova Corps than any previous MCU project, particularly through the exposition of their oath: seek the light, be the light, never stray from its path. This pledge encapsulates the principle that the Nova Corps must adhere strictly to the rules in their pursuit of good. Above all, they are obligated to embody the light of the universe, refraining from employing dark methods to achieve any specific objective. Nebula, in this episode, adeptly conveys the core values that the Nova Corps upholds. Nebula's potential immortality? A lingering query arising from the conclusion of this episode is whether Nebula is, in fact, immortal. The MCU has consistently depicted her as remarkably durable, surviving lost limbs, enduring Thanos' torment, and engaging in numerous intense battles. This episode further explores Nebula's resilience, suggesting that Thanos' enhancements have potentially granted her a form of immortality, allowing her to endure extreme situations. By the episode's conclusion, Nebula navigates through two perilous scenarios: a corrupted data core manipulated by Yon-Rogg, and a fall from a height defying normal survival expectations. The enhancements from Thanos, brutal as they may be, emerge as the key factor in Nebula's triumph, highlighting her unique resilience and inner goodness as qualities that enable her to carry forward the light of the Nova Corps. And that's all for today. Click on this video to know Marvel's best ways to get Kang out of the MCU. Thanks for watching.